Pamela Peel versus Nancy Gerler. If people kind of get out of your way, go ahead. State your name, please.
Good morning, Your Honor. Pamela Peel.
All right. Ms. Gerler, are you there?
Yes, I am, Your Honor. I am present. Thank you.
Okay. Can you state your name for the record, please?
Nancy Rose Gerler.
Thank you. All right. Have you seen... All right. Have you two talked at all in terms of resolving this? Or where are we on that?
No, we have not.
How much is your claim?
I'm requesting a money judgment of $12,406, which includes unpaid rent of $12,950.
$12,900.
Out-of-pocket court costs.
Hang on. Give me the rent again.
Oh, yeah. $12,950.
Okay.
Which is on the balance statement that I gave Nancy Rose. Out-of-pocket court expenses, $215. Court serving fee, $68. And then after we inspected the house and stuff, I added cleaning fees of 5 hours at $20 an hour, 2 extra days rent at $34 a day. And to the amount of, that totals $13,401.
$13,401.
I then deducted the security deposit that she had.
Okay, which was how
For
much?
$995. And
How much?
it's up to $12,000.
How much was the security?
$995.
All right, and then that's how you get to the 12,406.
Yeah.
Okay, so out of the gate, you're going to have to add $2.55 because the service fee, as the court has it, is $70.55, not $68.
Oh, okay. Oh, I thought it was.
Okay. What's also going to come off of the total amount is going to be the 5 hours of cleaning.
Pardon?
The 5 hours of cleaning. So the $100 that you put on for cleaning also it needs to be deducted.
From the security deposit? Or
I probably don't want to do it that way, but it's going to have to be deducted off of your total.
Oh, okay, so I can't do that.
Can't do that.
Okay. All right. That's fine.
That way. And then the 2 days of rent, that was for what?
Nancy Rose was unable to move out on the 31st as the judgment requested, and she stayed till midnight February 2nd.
Ms. Gerler, do you agree with that or no?
No, Your Honor. I do have some comments regarding what?
Well, I understand you have comments. I'm dealing with just this issue. Were you there the 2 days beyond the 31st?
I was there the 2 days beyond the 31st. It was my understanding I had up to 10 days to vacate, and did not believe that there would be an additional sum for those 2 days, which were spent cleaning, and professional cleaner did clean the house.
Okay, it's fine. I'm dealing with this one by one. And so I'm just telling you, you're saying you did occupy the unit those 2 days.
Yes,
for whatever the reason. Okay.
Yes, you're.
All right. Now I'm going to ask a general question, Ms. Gerler, and I need not a highly specific answer, but just this. Of the $12,406, is there any amount of that you believe you owe?
Your Honor, what was in contest at our last hearing was my stated concern that I had enlisted the help of Miss Biles at Faith in Action, and we could have been brought current at the first problem, and it was just shy of
Gerler, Miss
$3,000.
Gerler,
Sir, I just
listen
want
listen very closely to my question. Of the $12,406, which is primarily consisting of rent, is there any amount you believe that you owe or admit that you owe of that amount of rent?
Sir, if we were able to subtract the 3,000 she might have gotten, yes, then I would say that I am responsible for the balance.
So what your claim is, and is that if the 3,000 had been paid by the outside agencies, what you would owe at this time would be the $9,406.
If that is the
Right.
balance, Your Honor, yes.
Okay.
When I talked to when Faith in Action approached me, they offered $800
How much?
1 month. And nothing was.
They offered
right-
what?
They offered 800 toward her rent. for
Right.
1
What
month. That's all
I
knew about.
understand, but what I'm getting at is, and I think what Ms. Gerler's getting at, is had Faith in Action plus what would have been the other agencies of Hawk and the like, she would have gotten a maximum of 3,000. I think that's what she stated the last time. That's what she continues to state at this time.
Okay.
All right. So
And
while she's pointing to one agency, I understand what Ms. Gerler's indicating, that there's this other agency.
May I respond to that?
To which?
To the $3,000
I
offer
don't,
that I,
okay, first of all, here's the problem, ladies. You're fighting over stuff that doesn't make sense to me right now. Okay? And let me tell you why. Ms. Gerler admits she would owe the 9,406 in essence, and I appreciate her candor on that. There's now going to be argument over this 3,000 that Ms. Gerler says, because you're saying that they're only going to pay 8. I get where Ms. Gerler's coming from because what I just said. Here's the problem with all of that. The problem with all of that is there would have been no payment with these programs if the tenancy wasn't going to be maintained. So the 3,000 wouldn't have come in. But I understand Ms. Gerler's point that, okay, it may have come down to this point, but if you had taken that money at this point, then I'd be 3,000 to the good, basically, is what she's indicating. All right. So let me just.
I never got anything in writing to that effect. And they never
Okay,
said that
so-
to me over the phone. I didn't know about Hawk. I didn't know about any of them.
Okay, I get that.
Okay.
What are you guys really fighting over?
I just want to be paid the rent that I'm owed.
Okay.
And that she promised to pay each
Okay.
month.
And Ms. Gerler,
Yes, Your Honor.
are you working?
Not at present, Your Honor.
All right. And so
I only have Social Security income.
that's what I thought. You have Social Security,
Yes.
the SSD or SSI? Which one?
SSI, sir.
I can sit here through a trial. You can put on your proofs. You can do whatever. She's admitting basically to almost 3/4 of what you're saying anyway, right? Because she's admitting to the 9,400. The 3,000 may be a question, but I've said what I've said. But here's the bottom line, and why I'm trying to figure out entirely why we're here. And let me just, and I'm going to do this just in terms of the practicalities of it. All right. We can go through the trial, and I don't mind. You guys have my time. I can sit here through the trial. The cold-hearted reality of it is Miss Teagle, you come down to the end, and let's say, just by hypothetically, and I'm not saying this is the way I'm finding, I find entirely in your favor, and I give you that judgment for the 12,000 plus. let's just say I do that. How do you intend to get that money?
Your Honor, it was a matter of principle.
Okay, I understand. There are principles all over the place, and people can fight on principle or whatever. My question is how would you intend on getting that paid? You told me you want the money. I get it. But how are you going to get that?
Well, I don't know, but I also make about the same amount of money in Social Security as Nancy Rose does, and that income was I depended on, and I worked hard, and
I appreciate all of that.
Okay, just one.
I'm just getting. No, I know.
I'm not rich.
I'm not saying that you are. The reason I asked about her income is because that's where any judgment you would get would come from. Right? But you can't garnish her SSI until potentially at least there's an argument that it would be transformed into something else. If that's indeed all her income, go ahead.
Well, I know Nancy Rose is a psychic, and she does a lot of readings in the past, and it's not always, above board. So she does have other income, which I need to bring that up.
So what do you want me to do? You want me to give you a judgment for the full amount?
I don't ever expect, she gave me her word that she would pay.
I asked a question. How come nobody just answers my question? Do you want a judgment for the full amount? You want to sit here through a trial? If that's what you want to do, let's do it. I'm trying to just give both of you the practical realities of it. That's all I'm trying to do. But if you want to sit here and we just go through the time of doing it, that's why I'm here. Let's do it. Mr. Allen, swear her in. It makes no sense to me. It's a waste. It becomes a waste of time that you two can't resolve this.
May I speak to my husband for 1 second?
You want to speak to?
My husband?
Your husband? Go for it. Go ahead. Talk to him. Go ahead. I'm going to stand in brief recess. I'm going to step out for a moment. All right. Ms. Gerler will be right back. Okay.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court's in recess. We call the case of
my husband talks.
P.O. versus Gessler.
Well, my husband.
Hold on a second. Miss Gerler? I'm not Mr. Gessler. Miss Gerler, are you there?
Yes, sir. I'm here.
There you are.
Technically,
thank you. All right.
I will accept the $3,000 that you're proposing.
The 3,000 deduction?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Gerler, did you understand what plaintiff was indicating?
Yes, Your Honor, and that is a satisfactory conclusion. Thank you.
All right. So I'm going to enter a judgment total amount. So here's what I'm going to do.
Your Honor?
No, that's not right. Hang on one moment.
Okay.
I have rent. Let me just go through the figures so that we're all clear on everything. So I'm going to have a total rental amount of $12,950. But
Your Honor,
hold on a second. Hold on a second. Where I'm going to take the rental amount off, the 3,000 off, is I'm going to take it off of that figure.
Your Honor, the rent figure given is not accurate.
Which part is not accurate?
The rent itself did not come to $12,900. It should be $11,900 and the change, not $12,000. That's adding another month's rent that was not applicable because she received the security deposit for that.
Well, no, I haven't gotten to that deduction yet.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Okay. So just let me get through the figures, and then if anybody has a dispute, given what you've said, then we'll do it that way.
I thought it was $10,301.
Hold on. No. Everybody just stay with me in my math, okay? I took the 12,950, took off the 3,000 we talked about. That brings me to $9,950.
Mhm.
You're also claiming $68 of rent.
Okay.
That brings the figure back up to $10,018.
Okay. Then the court fees?
Ma'am, please. Without talking, just let me get through it and then we can back it off. Then I'm going to subtract out the security deposit, which was how much?
$995.
That's right, Miss Gerler. It was $995, correct?
That is correct, sir.
All right. So then, Emily, help me. I come to 9023.
Sounds good.
Okay. That then is the total judgment amount, and now I'm going to add the cost in. And the costs that are added in that the court has is $215 plus $70.55 service fee for $285.55. Add those costs in, I come up with $9,308.55. That is the judgment amount and how I figured it. To the plaintiff, that figure is acceptable to you?
Yes, it is.
Ms. Gerler, is that acceptable to you?
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
Wonderful. All right. So what I'm going to need, yes, ma'am.
May I ask Nancy how she intends to pay that? Or if she, and what time frame can I expect?
Well, let me do it this way. Ma'am, did you want to enter into a payment plan at this point, or do you want the judgment to enter and then you can file for, she could try to collect and then you file for, come back, and then I have to decide what the payment is? How do you want to do that?
Your Honor, there's no commitment that I can make at this time. I am not working. I have lost all the phone numbers affiliated with my business. I have had chronic problems with chronic illness and even finding a permanent place to live. I
Got it.
certainly hope
Okay.
this changes in the future, and I will make every effort to pay towards, but at this point I can make no commitments because I literally do not have it, nor secure or stable additions to the Social Security income that I get.
Got it. So what that means is that you're left to the
Okay,
collection procedures that
All
you
right.
can.
that's
The
fine.
court will enter a judgment. Judgment amount is $9,023. Cost of $285.55 for a total amount of $9,308.55. All right.
Thank you.
You'll need to fill out a money judgment form out at the counter. And then once I get it, I'll sign off.